Hey, I'm back with another video, and today we're going to watch do all black men think the same. And as a black man, I think this, I think I can, say some things about this video, because I am black. I'm black. So let's get the video started.
Eligible for Rhode Island residents. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited.
Black men that date white women, there's something different, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Ooh, they already start off hot. Ooh. They already start off hot.
But you know what it is. Like you.
Hey, that nigga look mad. I'm not.
Okay, Childish Gambino, I can see that. Jordan Peele, okay, I can see that.
Hey, pull up.
I am expected to have a big dick. 3,
What the?
2,
They start up
1,
like that?
go.
Yeah, where is he going? Why he just standing in the middle like that? Boy, you know.
Nobody disagrees. Yo. Yeah, I feel like it's a stereotype. And we know that stereotypes aren't realistic, but I mean, personal encounters, I don't feel like there's leeway. I feel like, okay, that one we're keeping. Like that's what the general motion is.
I think it gets into the issue of positive and negative stereotypes and how people need to realize that there is no such thing, because what you do is you put people into a box where they're expected to live up to a standard. And I feel like it's over sexualizing black men. You should want to date someone more for the pleasure physically that they can bring to you. And I know I've talked to people personally who will be like, oh, you're lucky you're black. You have a big member. And I'm like, well, I have other things to offer too. Like, I'm well spoken. I have a good sense of humor. I'm well traveled. Like, you go straight to like what's underneath my zipper.
Yeah, I mean, that's been my experience. A lot of times, especially, meeting different people, that's the expectation. And I just tell them, 2-inch Punisher, don't expect them.
Playing my games with them. As a black man, bro, and I know a lot. As a black man, y'all, I'm just saying, I know, As a black man, yeah. As a black man, bro, I heard all the jokes. As a black man, bro. But that's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
But it's I think a lot of people watch a lot of porn too, and that's where it comes from. Like when you watch a lot of porn, you see, these mandingos and 10-inch monsters, and they expect that to be reality, and a lot of times it's not. But that's the expectation that they have. So
Our audience submits.
It's kind of like thinking every dude is gonna be 6'3", and like every dude is not 6'3". It's just that right there should be common sense, but it is funny though. You know what I mean? Like I said, as a black man, I know,
Submit hot takes about this group specifically, and they are hot. So, black men cheat on their significant others far more than other races.
That's stupid. That is dumb. That is just and the stereotypes just show you how small-minded a person can be. For real. To say that, just black man, and that's not even true. And it's crazy because, okay, look at it like this. What if a black man cheats on his girl with a white woman? Y'all just gonna blame, I mean, don't get me wrong. Of course, it's both of their fault. But why y'all not saying all white women cheat? Why y'all not saying that? Why y'all not saying all white men cheat? Why it's always just black? Why y'all not saying all Mexican men or all Chinese men? Why is it just black men? And I wonder, why is that? It's because y'all listen to rap and y'all hear about how they do this women, that. Bro, every race done cheated on their significant other, bro. Like, stop that, bro. I wonder if because they seen black people as pimps back in the day, and that's why. I wonder if that's probably why.
I'm just like, where is this study published? Did someone do some research where they calculated numbers over a given period of time?
The reason why I was going to be neutral is because I don't know the numbers. Like, I don't know.
It's disrespectful to men that actually are like there for their wives. You feel what I'm saying? Like, everybody makes mistakes. As a young person, everybody makes mistakes. But it's disrespectful to the men that's actually doing what they can for their wife. And now their wife is a little scared when they even just go out with their niggas. They just go out with their niggas. Just go out, I don't know, to watch a movie or something. Just with their niggas. Or go to their niggas, go play some Madden or something. And next thing you know, they girl thinking they cheating. Wanna know why? Because everybody say black men are cheating. That is not always the case. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, I disagree.
Yeah. So I came this way
As humans, every human can make a mistake. Every human, no matter what color you are. He's black. That's just so stupid.
because of the keyword far more. I was like, do black men cheat? In generally, like you're not apt to not cheat because of the color of your skin.
To prescribe this to race feels nefarious in a way that I feel like it was coming from a place of somebody that got cheated on by a black man. It was like, yeah, black men cheat all the time. Come on, this doesn't even make sense.
Black men are attracted to big butts.
Man, y'all, chill out. Chill out. The thing is like, black women are usually the ones with big butts. So that's our women. You know, we love our culture. I hope you love your culture. So, you know what I mean? It's just like, black women have big butts. So it's like, yeah, it comes with, every black woman don't have a big butt. Never knock a woman because she don't got a big butt. That's childish. You feel what I'm saying? It's like you getting mad at a woman because she's saying, oh, well, you're not tall enough for me. It's like you doing the same thing because she don't got a big butt. You feel what I'm saying? Even though a woman can get a big butt because surgery, a man can't change his height. So there's a difference right there. But still, like, I gotta see what they gonna say.
Do we agree with this?
I'm sorry, this video gonna be long because I got a lot to say.
That statement, or do I personally?
Cause I'm black. What you trying to say? I can't say nothing because I'm black.
I mean, there's nothing biologically innate to like black men to like ass.
I think it ties into hip hop and
Yup.
the whole strip club scene right now.
That's
We
my
are
nigga.
So far gone from like the natural aesthetics of just a natural person that right now it's all about who has the baddest ass. Who ass is 25 pounds with 2-pound legs. You know what I mean? Like that's hot for some reason. And I personally don't get it. I mean, it looks unnatural to me, like, you know, but I mean, a nice ass is just a nice ass though.
Hey, if you work a 9 to 5 and you want out, check this out. Hey, so sorry. Hey, Nick, how much money did you make last week? More than
A skip. That's how much you made? A skip?
Bro, black people are funny, and if you ever try and roast one of them, they will roast your ass so hard that you'll have no roast to rebuttal.
What, nigga? Cause we get in the jungle, nigga. Cause we in the jungle, nigga. Nigga. Cause we in that jungle, nigga. For real. Nigga. If you been in that jungle, you know what I'm talking about, nigga. Yeah. Nigga, when you at school, look, when you at school, you chilling, right? And they, hey, you like, you chilling, right? And niggas coming on roasting. You like, I'm gonna get him. Bow, 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 bow. You just, nigga, go we in that jungle, nigga. Cause we in that jungle, nigga. Nah, but for real, like when you it's like that, and it's sad. But as a black dude going to school, you're gonna learn how to roast. You're going to. I was never the dude to just roast somebody just to roast somebody. Me, it was always because I had to defend myself. For real, niggas will roast you to the point to where it could be bullying. For real, like you just have a group of dudes roasting. You know what I mean? So you go to the crib. Every nigga done did it. You go to the crib and you say, "Yeah, I'm coming back with jokes." You come back with jokes. Bow, 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 bow. The whole group down. Yeah. Bow, 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 bow. Go, oh, chill out. Bow, bow, bow. He throwing them. Bow. Oh, he on fire. You go to the parking lot. Bow, 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 bow. He on fire. Nigga, chill out. He roasting this nigga. No, but for real though, like, and sometimes it leads to fighting. I don't see a lot of niggas get into fights because of roasting, because the other niggas firing them up, you know. And it be some jokes. It be like, oh, and you not trying to laugh. You know when your nigga getting roasted, and like you like, bro, come on, bro, we did this, bro. You gotta get him. Then he down by 5 points, and like, yeah, go. Then your nigga get back on him. Bah, bah, boom, 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 bah. Oh, that's my nigga, dog. Nah, but for real, bro, like, in school, bro, as a black boy, because it's always us. We just, I don't know why. We just roast. We go at it. For real. And especially if you played on the football team, we go at it. You know? It's funny though, bro. It's crazy. And believe me, boy, I used to roast a lot, especially with my cousins, nigga. What? In the game chat, nigga? Nigga, we be in that jungle, nigga. Most niggas ain't built for it. For real. In that jungle, nigga.
I don't know how to adjust that.
I get what he's saying. I think black people as a collective are funny. If you go to black Twitter, if you go to black Instagram, black Facebook, like, you're going to laugh. So I think that in that aspect, that's why, like, that statement.
I'm sorry, y'all. I was just thinking of this one video. I can't
so
tell
much
you, right?
truth in it, because you just, it's like.
So I guess it's like the question is like, black people as a whole, are they funny? Or is like any black person gonna knock your ass off because he's super funny? Like, I think that's just the difference. Yeah. Black people as a whole, like, yeah, they got jokes.
You got levels of funny. You got them niggas that really can roast, bro. It's like, hey, do not roast. You with that nigga, like, this nigga trying to roast. I'm be like,
That's why I said as a
But
collective.
don't think that any black person you go to expect like a really good joke, you know?
The
that's obviously
N-word should
stupid.
stop being used by all races.
Ooh.
3, 2, 1, go.
It's hard. I just think the N-word, when you look at the root of the word, even slaves would use it to describe other black people when accepting their supposed oppression.
It's crazy.
So I just think, when I think about that, I don't think you
That
can
nigga
do
shirt
anything
colorful.
to erase the history and the blood that's been
I ain't
shed
never
on
seen
that
that
word.
fruit of
There are
shirt.
so many
ever.
people
That
who
white fruit with
the
the little
last
black
thing they
space on it.
heard was the N-word as they were being murdered. So I just, when I think about that, yes, I think the word should stop being used.
Personally, me, I feel like it kind of starts with us. The fact that we make it so cool within music and within like entertainment that it lets other people feel like they have a pass, or that it's okay because my favorite rapper said it, or I heard it here, or you guys say it all the time. How come I can't say it? But at the end of the day, it's black culture pain. And if anyone's going to be using it, it should only be us. And that's it.
You can't really own a word. I think, you know, we can own it in the sense where it's a black cultural thing, but the idea where we kind of make it out to where we say like, oh, other people can't say it, I think that's more of like a insecurity within the black culture of not being able to hold power, because historically, it's like, right, historically, black people didn't have as much power, so we're trying to hold on.
This is how I'm seeing it. I think it's like, well, like a lot, we are pushed to the bottom a lot. You know what I mean? And for us to be pushed to the bottom, then people try to do our lingo and stuff. It's like the audacity of that. Like, y'all push us to the bottom, treat us like we're not humans. And I'm not saying like everybody's doing it, but I'm saying like our history being treated like we not even humans, being treated worse than dogs. And then y'all want to do our lingo? It's like the disrespect. But I understand, like they like, man, that's so cool. And then I understand that, but you gotta understand from a black person standpoint, it's like, we was hung on trees, bro. Fed to dogs. Beaten. Treated actually worse than they treat dogs. I don't think dogs was ever treated like this. And it's crazy, bro.
Onto literally a word that only has meaning because we add meaning to it.
I mean, respectfully, I ain't trying to hear that, right? Like, I feel like the only reason it's policed so much, and I feel like the only reason we even have like this debate or this debacle over whether we can use it or not is because we're black people. And I'm not one of those people that think everything is racist and all that, but in this specific instance, right? In several instances, women in many instances have reclaimed the word bitch to be a term of endearment. There are, in the 90s, there was heavier women reclaimed the word fat, obviously respelling it and things like that. But I feel like in those instances, nobody bats an eye. Why is that understood? But with this, it's so confusing. Like, oh, I don't know if like, you know when there are boundaries set. And that word is one of the boundaries that I think we have respectfully and rightfully set up for ourselves. So I don't want to, I'm not trying to hear the like, if we use it, why can't it? We do that all the time with a bunch of different things. And I don't think this should be one of the areas where we're like, yeah, let everybody see. Nah, I'm not.
Well, I think it goes
say
back. It goes back to what you're saying, boundaries. Because when you break down to inner communities, where blacks and Asians, blacks and whites in hip hop culture, where there's like it's 5 group of friends, and their black friends don't care. They're like, say it. Like
facts.
that happens. So
That's
it's like
facts.
we're having this broad conversation.
Yeah, they ain't ran to somebody that told them, hey, bro, chill out. You know what I mean? They ain't ran to that nigga. So that's understandable.
And I know all of us aren't trying to be the spokespeople for black people, right? But it's like it's such a convoluted I guess topic where it's like the expectations aren't clear to people depending where you are. If you're on the East Coast, West Coast, like it's very unclear. That's what I think. I'm not arguing whether or not it's okay to say it or whether white people should say it. I'm just saying if we don't want white people to say it, I think it needs to be very clear. And I think even in fact in this new age of our culture, I think we're seeing more people saying we don't want white people to say it.
Homophobia is a big issue in the black community. 3, 2, 1, go.
Students with ADHD save 10 hours studying with this Chrome extension.
But no, by all means, go ahead.
Skip.
A lot of us black men, we will rather be friends with the homie that, probably has a rape attached to his name than the homie that's part of the LGBTQ plus community. And I think that that's something that, we got to work on as people, because my thing is, I don't understand the whole big phobia of, okay, what he decides to do in his free time.
Be friends with no rapist, nigga.
Or behind closed doors.
Nigga, he raping people, nigga. You crazy, the cops come, they come blast, nigga, you
why do you
tripping.
feel like it's such like the scum of the earth?
And I also think it comes from religion, because I don't want to get too controversial with that, but people are very religious, especially in the black community, Christians. And when you talk about the Bible, they say, homosexuality is a sin. So a lot of people have that ingrained in their mind. This is absolutely not right. And for a lot of people too, when they see a man, they want to see a manly man, and they associate that with being straight.
Heterosexual men have a fear that homosexual men will treat them how they treat women, if that makes sense. And so they're afraid of that treatment. And I'm on somewhat agree because I'm rather torn. I think I've lived a life where I'm around very open-minded, inclusive people. So I'm not sure.
I don't know if it matters, but they should have put the ages on these dudes. I would like to know their ages. Because like age do play a role in how you think.
How big of an issue it is in the community. But I know that in the black church sphere, homosexuality is often made out to be the worst thing that you can be. There's almost nothing worse than being gay. And I think that's also where some of the homophobia comes from. We like to ignore all the other sins, all the other things that the Bible outlines that are not, holy.
Nobody ignore the other sins. And if they are ignoring the other sins, then they hypocrites. Everybody looks at every sin the same. No one's knowing. If they're ignoring other sins, it's just that it's some sins, and this is true, it's some sins that's in the Bible that are pushed more than other sins. That don't mean people ignore the other sins, like rape. No one ignores that. No one ignores that. You can't be out here raping people who then, yeah, that's okay to rape people, but then no, bro, all y'all gonna get the same treatment. And no, you able to get a different treatment because of this. All you niggas are getting the same treatment, nigga.
We just take homosexuality and we make it the worst. Granted, the Bible says it's an abomination. I get that, but the Bible says any sin will send you to hell. So,
yeah, that's why y'all all gonna exactly. All you niggas are gonna get the same treatment. All you niggas
can't be pro-black and date a white person. 3, 2, 1, go.
I think really the issue with this statement is, for me, if you are a stand-up person and you stand up on your morals and your character, it doesn't matter who you date. And I think a lot of the issue is a lot of people get into, interracial relationships, or they date white people and they forget who they are. And if you are pro-black, it doesn't matter if you're dating a black person, a white person, because you can date a white woman and a black woman and still not even be for the cause. So I really think it's up to the person if they stand on their morals or not.
I agree to a certain extent, but personally me, I feel like if you're pro-black, you're pro-black for everything. Like you're for the advancement of the race, you're for businesses, you're for everything black. So it's kind of hard for me to understand.
Love got nothing to do. Love is love. You can fall in love with someone that you never would have thought you would have fell in love with. That means you could have fell in love with a girl that's all the way across. Not she don't live in America, but you fell in love with her. So that no.
How someone can be pro-black and want so much for, you know, the black culture and the black race, and then they're in a relationship with someone that doesn't represent that, you know.
So are you saying that if you are black and you're pro-black, you cannot act on attraction to someone from another race?
Personally, I'm not pro-black, but in my mindset, like I'm saying, if you're pro-black, you wouldn't find someone that's not black attractive to me. Not saying attractive, but you wouldn't even want to cross that line and even engage in a relationship with them. You can have like, you know, like lust, like, hey, you know, she's an attractive white woman, but ideally you want black kids, you want black family, you want your lineage to carry on.
I don't know. I feel like the question in itself kind of like low-key negates the demographics of the country. I mean, black folks make up 13% of the country, roughly, and a lot of the time we live in concentrations. So, you know what I'm saying? If you in Iowa, it's gonna be a little tough to find you like a black woman, especially somebody that might identify as pro-black with you. So I think it depends on what you do, not who you decide to be with.
My first response to that is like, what's the point of looking at people differently? It's like we get upset that people do it to us in generally, like looking at black people and judging them and stereotyping them and making assumptions about them. Is like, so on the flip side, why should we be doing that to other people regardless of who, you know, they're in a relationship, depending on the color of their skin?
I'm not gonna lie, I do. Like I look at people differently based on who they marry. Because dating, you know, you could be dating for fun. I feel like I look at people different based on who they marry. Like Jordan Peele, Childish Gambino, I feel like I can look at them and be like, I'm not looking down on them. I don't think of them negatively, but I'm like, oh, I see. And like, oh, okay, I see. Like, because like black men that date white women, there's something different, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you know what it is. Like oh, okay, Childish Gambino, I can see that. Jordan Peele, okay, I can see that. I can't think of another example, but I feel like I can tell, like, okay, like that's cool, you know, I'm happy, you happy. It's no disrespect to them, but I see the difference.
I prefer a light-skinned partner to a dark-skinned partner.
Jubilee is
Eve
not
to me
playing,
is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can.
They are going in, bro.
3, 2, 1, go.
I prefer a light-skinned partner to a dark-skinned partner.
I don't play them colorism games over here.
All right, so the reason why subconsciously for me, the reason why I feel that way is, you know, growing up, I was always, bullied for my skin color. I always felt out of place. You know, I was always told I'm not black enough. And when you constantly hear that and you get beat down with that and, you know, you doubt yourself. And like I said, I grew up in a broken home. I grew up in a foster care system. So it took me a long time to figure out myself. And for a lot of times, I don't tell a lot of people this, but I used to hate the way I looked. I was like, I don't like being dark skinned. I want to be light. And I'm just being honest, but now I'm more comfortable with myself.
I guess I have a question. Do you think it's because you look at a potential partner as lighter skinned so that your potential children or so would be lighter skinned so they don't have to go through what you feel like you went through?
Nah, at the end of the day for me, I'll marry whoever I seem fit. So it really doesn't, to me, matter about the skin color, but I will admit subconsciously I do think, when I see a light-skinned woman, I actually, look a little longer, or I might linger a little longer, or be a little more interested just because of, that consciousness that I had growing up. So it's not something that I say that dark-skinned women are far unsuperior or light-skinned women are more superior. It's just because of the constant beat down and the constant hatred about me being dark-skinned and the way I was treated that subconsciously I do think.
At least, bro, being real. And I'm not trying to pause that much because this one is long. I know y'all like, man, we want to watch the video. So I'm trying to give y'all what y'all want. Calm down. What you getting mad for? Subscribe, though. Subscribe.
But do you feel like you have some sort of like self-hatred because of that?
Yeah, well, not anymore, because it took me a long time. I mean, this started happening, you know, like I said, when I was 6, when I got in foster care. So, but now I'm more comfortable with looking at myself. I'm a good looking.
How many times a nigga gonna tell you that?
Chocolate milk, so, you know.
I have a question. Like, do you at all feel like you've become the person that bullied you by then having this preference toward lighter skinned people as opposed to someone that would look like you?
I will admit, yes. I will admit that. And, you know, like I said, we just.
That nigga keeping it a band, bro.
So I do agree with that, yeah. And I think that's why now I'm focusing on.
If they ask us a lotion question, I swear, I'm gonna be mad. Don't do that. Don't ask. Don't even ask. Shut up.
Myself and, you know, being a part of this discussion is
very not do that, bro.
I'm starting to, you know,
like, bro,
realize.
what they just say? Is it true all black men ask you when they get out of the shower? Do they actually need lotion every day? Don't do that, bro.
That prejudice needs to go. And I see this a lot in the entertainment industry now, where, you know, they want a black woman, but they want your complexion. They want that light skin that look like she can go in between the white family and the black family. And I think I only speak openly about it because I know there's a lot of people who feel that way too, but they don't want to admit to it, or they don't want to express it and, you know, be rejected. So, I mean, you see it in the media too, so I think that plays a big part in that too.
I currently go to therapy. 3, 2, 1, go.
Me and my girlfriend's my therapist, but she don't like that. So I'm thinking about going fairly soon just to speak my mind, because I feel like there's a lot of things that, you know, everything's cool up front, but everyone has like something that's just like digging at them somewhat internally that, you know, may hinder them in some sort of way, you know. And I feel like, you know, if you have that type of feeling, like, you should go.
Yeah, therapy can be going to the beach or like going out to eat or doing something that relaxes you. So
physical therapy, going to the gym.
Hold on. we have to be able to draw a line.
I know what I'm saying. It's open to interpretation.
Yeah.
I'm here because
Well, yeah.
I took it as like sitting in front of a therapist, someone licensed to do this. Do I do that? No. Do I find other avenues to relieve stress or whatever? Yes.
But you can't mix up self-care with therapy.
Okay,
it's
maybe that's what
two
I'm
different
doing.
things. Yeah. I've been in therapy for quite some time, personal therapy, just for myself, just issues that I have internally that I speak with someone with on a professional level. I recommend therapy. Therapy is literally the best thing you could possibly do.
For me, I find therapy in my faith, you know, and I know there are a lot of people who they look at, like, you know, the Christian church specifically and might not adhere to that. But I think in recent years, the church has been adding more professionalism to what therapy means.
Having these conversations, you know, for some reason, it makes you feel like you're less of a man, because when we talk about therapy, you know, people like, really? You going to therapy? But when you think about it, that's why a lot of people have anger issues. That's why a lot of black men have anger issues, because, you know, they grow up a certain way or they face a lot of challenges and they don't know how to express it. So the first thing they do is they take it out on you or their girlfriend or their mom, and they don't have someone or an outlet to express it. So I think we need to normalize going to therapy and not pushing it off as a white thing. We need it. You know, we need healing, and we need somebody to talk to us.
I think healing trauma is going to help Black people progress instead of just getting more trauma piling on top of each other. And in a lot of ways, that does come into an aspect of personal responsibility, because it's like my issues with my dad at a certain point has nothing to do with him anymore. At a certain point, it has to do with me and how I process it. And I have to go from, do I want to get angry every time I'm in the same room as him, or do I want to be able to walk in the same room as him and not have that reaction? And that was what I processed in my head when I was going through that therapy.
Show another ad. God dang, we're trying to watch the video. We ain't gonna show Madden.
You know what I find crazy interesting? You know how the guys on OnlyFans...
Yeah, I was gonna skip it. That's what you found crazy?
My father was present in my life. 3, 2, 1, go.
Not to jump into this one, like, I absolutely love my dad. I'm even getting a little emotional thinking about my dad. My dad's amazing. My dad was there for me in every way, shape, or form, every facet, every way that he could be there for me and more. he was there for me. He was there to pick me up from school. He was there at my soccer game.
Yeah, it's a dumb stereotype. All black men leave, but then y'all ignore the other races. Like, it's stupid and it's small-minded. You just hear that all black men leave their kids. You hear that, and then you just assume all black men do it, and that's so stupid. That's just dumb.
My track meets. He was my coach for soccer one year. My dad taught me everything that I know almost. He is who I model my personality after. He is who I aspire to be. I don't think I could have had a better father. It's almost why I'm discouraged to have kids, because I feel the pressure to live up to the example that he set for me. So he was there, still is.
I said somewhat disagree because I ended up being put in foster care when I was 6 years old with a couple of my younger brothers. And I remember, I don't remember what my dad looks like, but I do remember he passed away when I was around 7 or 8. So I can't really fault him for that. But, you know, my mom, she was widowed, so she lost her husband, and she decided to take care of us. And I don't think my life would be any different. I don't regret not having a dad, but sometimes I do wonder, you know, secretly, you know, what life would have been like if I had that fatherly figure in my life. And I think that's another stereotype that, you know, black men don't have their fathers in their life. And it's good to see, you know, a lot of y'all over there.
For me, my dad was not as present as he could have been. It's a typical older Belizean dude. Their culture is just very different from American culture. It's very passive aggressive. I remember times being young and I would question my mom all the time, like, hey, like, you know, why is he not around? Why is he not there? And, you know, she did the best she could as a single mother. Now I can say my dad is very present in my life. However, I feel like our relationship is very, like, financial based, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like I don't have a real connection with my father. Like, he's there for me if I need something, like if I need to, like, if I want this, if I want that, like, he's always there for me, like, money wise. But I feel like I'm still, like, desiring for that real connection. Like how you mentioned how you have that mental connection with your father. Like, I feel like I don't have that. So that kind of puts a desire into me to where I'm desperate now to be a father. Not desperate, but I'm desperate to be a father, that I want to do it right and give the things and, you know, make sure that I nurture my kid more than just the money aspect of things. Like, I want to be there, you know, and always possible. I kind of feel like now I kind of just suppress it and try to ignore it because he's here now, which I definitely feel like I shouldn't do.
I think that it's never too late to mend a relationship. It's never
I was just about
too
to say
late
that.
to rewrite the
Steal my
story.
words again.
You can't go back in time and change anything, but you can definitely mend the relationship. Because although I have a good relationship with my father, relationships are constant maintenance and they're work. And I know that parents can be toxic too. They can break your heart more than anyone else can. I'm not saying that your dad did. But maybe you should start today. Give him a call, invite him out for a coffee, you know, start somewhere.
Father's Day coming up, dog.
And that is officially a wrap.
Hey!
And we got you guys some merch.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Jubilee. Oh, 2 pins. 3. Oh, 2.
I don't even think I could fit this on my head.
Hey, man. That was a good video, no cap. That was a good video. Hey, y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, man. I'll see y'all in the next video. That was good. That was good. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe. Yeah, subscribe. Help me build this channel, man. I see big things on this channel. I see a lot of big things. I'll see y'all in the next video, man. I'm out.